Okay, so here's an idea that's been bugging the hell out of me. I've mentioned it in a few online forums, and for the most part, people think I'm full of shit. But I think there's actually something to this. It may come off as a bit of a conspiracy theory, but bear with me. Okay, we see a lot of people are really pushing fracking nowadays. Everywhere you look, in every state, more and more politicians are trying to, repeal regulations on fracking, allow widespread fracking everywhere. It's all done under the disguise of somehow it's going to create jobs and get us energy independent from the rest of the world and all this stuff. Well, the problem is with fracking, basically, there's a lot of groundwater that's getting outright polluted. They've actually found a few places where they have fracking companies were just pouring waste materials off into rivers. So, the way I see it, if fracking continues the way that's been going, it won't take long before most of the water in the United States is undrinkable for some reason or another, mainly due to fracking. They've already got people, multiple states, that can set their well water on fire. I mean, these are people who've been drinking out of the same wells for years and years, and now they can't. They have to go buy water to drink. And of course, only a fool would bathe in water that you can set on fire that's full of carcinogens and arsenic and what have you. I think part of the push that we're seeing behind widespread fracking is for the purpose of polluting as much water as possible. Because most of the people that are getting free water right now out of their wells, they're not having to pay utilities, they're not having to buy city water, that type of thing. They're getting free water. Well, with widespread fracking, many of these people will be forced to purchase water, not only to drink, but also to bathe in, wash their clothes, etc. I would not be surprised if a lot of the politicians that are pushing for loose fracking regulations were also highly invested in PepsiCo and other companies that make a lot of money off of bottled water. Now, I may be totally crazy. This may just be a stupid conspiracy theory of mine, or I may be giving a lot of corrupt politicians a really good investment idea here. But it's my opinion that fracking and bottled water are more related than most people think. I think there's a reason why our water's getting poisoned at the level that it is. I mean, if you look at foreign countries, if you look what Coca-Cola has done in India, if you look at, what various companies have done in, third world countries, they have systematically poisoned the water and then turned around and installed super deep wells that they could charge access to. So you take poor people, you cut off their access to easy to get clean water and replace it with a profitable solution. And you replace it with a profitable source of water that they can only get to when they give you some money. I think that's what we're seeing in the U.S. right now. I think that's why fracking is going hog wild right now. Because water is the new frontier. Because with water, if enough of the water is poisoned to where nobody in their right mind would drink it, they would be able to charge more for water per gallon than they do for gasoline right now. Because you can live without gasoline. You can catch a ride with somebody. You can carpool. You can do whatever you can to get around gasoline. But you can't live without water. Everybody has to have water. And that's where the profit is in clean water. So anyway, thanks for entertaining my crazy little idea there. Like I said, a lot of people think I'm totally crazy. They don't think there's any correlation whatsoever. But I think it's something that's in plain sight that everybody should be paying attention to. I think we, as Americans, as earthlings, should be infuriated over the fact that there are companies that are making all this money deliberately and purposely poisoning our water. So thank you for watching. Give it some thought. Let me know what you think in the comments, and hang in there.